I don't have any food, buddy.
Mr. Kevon.
Probably after tonight's meeting, I'll need to make our back to.
Hey guys, this is Flash. He's our two-toed sloth here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. And if you've ever wanted to feed a sloth or see a sloth or hold a sloth, you can do that here. We don't hold Flash, but if you want to hold a baby, you can hold baby Zoe. So we have a lot of fun things to do here at the farm. We have over 125 animals and we have lodging too. We are halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Hey buddy. Hey Flash. How are you? Guys, this is Flash. He's a two-toed sloth. He's about 5 years old. And he's just a sweet boy. We're going to be doing the feeding with him here shortly.
Hello, this is Titan.
I did tell Michelle that I was actually Michelle goes. Michelle goes, yeah, probably not leaving. She goes, yeah, right there.
How do you get that out here?
cafe at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and there was like 10 firefighters there, and all the girls were like 2 or 3 o'clock, were like, y'all need anything? I was like, those poor guys just want to eat and go home. I was like,
Yeah, I set something on fire all the time.
Good morning, everybody. This is Flash. He's a two-toed sloth. He's our male sloth here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We also have Zoe. She's a baby two-toed sloth. She's about to be 1 year old. We also have over 125 other animals, and we have lodging here too. A lot of people, when they watch these videos, they think that this is Flash's only area where he hangs out. It is not. When Flash is ready to go back, he goes back into this door, and this door goes 2 stories up, and he also has an outdoor area. But if you've ever wanted a sloth for a roommate, you can do that at the camel condo. So when you go inside here, it goes up 2 stories, and that's where Flash hangs out. So you get to see Flash all the time. Right, Flash? Right, buddy? We're about to feed you.
at least let's get some views off of this. It can happen right here. We can watch it unfold. This will be great for views. Tell them,
Good morning, everybody. This is Flash. He's a two-toed sloth, and we're getting ready to do an encounter with a bunch of people. That's going to be really cool.
Come on in. Are y'all okay with being on media? Sure. TikTok is okay, just making sure. Look, he's ready for you.
Holy cow. It's kind of scary.
So,
This is Flash. Flash is our sloth. So when you touch him, it is just gentle touches. He's all about food right now. Just gentle touches, nothing aggressive. And I don't think you two will have a problem with it, but it's being super loud and over the top excited will make him super nervous. But he's super gentle. He has no intention to bite you, but he is an animal, okay? So please don't touch him on the nose or put your hand in his mouth. Are you ready to eat, Flash? So I'm going to show you the food that he eats, and you guys can be feeding him. He's reaching for you for food. Y'all can take all the pictures you'd like, selfies with him. You can stand right here. He'll selfie. See, he'll give you kisses. You can do any kind of pictures or videos you like. I know, baby. I'm getting it. It's not. That's my finger, not food. But as you're feeding him, I'll give y'all some facts about him.
Hi, baby.
So Flash, being a sloth, he is vegetation.
Mhm.
He does not like to eat his leafy greens for breakfast. Don't blame him.
No.
He eats those for dinner. So for the breakfast, he loves squash, zucchini, sweet potatoes. Green beans are his absolute favorite. So all you do when you go to feed him is if you start it out, and then he takes over. He can't really grip small items like this.
Yeah.
But he will try to guide it in his mouth if he needs to. You guys are more than welcome to feed, and I'll give y'all some interesting facts about sloths. Flash here is 5 years old. We got him when he was 3. So because he was older when we purchased him, he's not handleable because he doesn't know what that means.
Yeah.
If you start out early enough, then you can train any animal to know or get used to people. And so he is able to be touched and encounter people. It's just we did not start out holding him. And so if you tried to hold him, he would automatically go into defense mode and feel nervous because he has nothing to hang on to.
Yeah.
He is a two-toed sloth, and you can see that by those
Okay.
2 toes. There's 2-toed and 3-toed sloths. The 2 toes have the longer snout, and your 3-toed has a flatter face that you typically see the cute little ones that they show all the time, and what I call the raccoon eyes. So sloths cannot see. So as you can see, his pupils are teeny-tiny.
You gotta put a teaspoon.
He'll try to stretch to you as far as he can get. So they can't see because they're missing the C cell in their eye, which allows them to see dimension and color. And so if you get close enough, he knows there's something there.
Yeah.
But if it was a predator, it's too late.
I'm trying. Give me just
He's not a slow eater, huh?
No.
So we eat faster than we move, don't we, Flash? Flash does eat twice a day. We'll feed him in the mornings. He comes out, hangs out on his branch. We always bring him out to feed, whether we have an encounter or not. And then he eats in the evenings at about 5:30. He'll come down, eat his fiber biscuits, his apples, but then he'll leave his greens until later throughout the night. He's way more active at nighttime because in his world, it's safer at night because everything else is quiet.
I was gonna let you chew, buddy.
Say nope. We almost swallowed. Oh, you see those 4 canines right there? So he is strategically built to where every time he opens and closes his mouth, it is sharpening those teeth. So they stay at a point at all times. You're being very impatient today, Flash. Yes, you are. So we have no way as far as dental hygiene goes for this feller. So if you did encounter a bite from a sloth, it would definitely require a few shots and a visit to the hospital. Just for infection by no means, and it would hurt.
Yeah.
Good boy, Flash. So as you can see, he's upside down. He's hanging by the 2 legs. He can hang all of his body weight by 1 leg, 1 limb. At all times will he keep 1 limb attached to something. He's always going to hang on to feel safe. He won't move to the next spot without making sure he's got a good grip on something. These guys can fall. They do fall in the wild. They could fall up to 100 feet and be okay. And typically that's because of a limb break or something's not where they're used to it being. And it lets loose, but if they go to the ground, that is where they are the most vulnerable. So that's why when they get to the ground, every 7 to 10 days is when they use the bathroom. They don't have to go to the bathroom every day. And they're known as latrine animals, which means they use the same spot every time because that's where they feel safe. And they will take their time to strategically pick out a place that they feel comfortable to use the bathroom and the safest. So as he eats, obviously he eats a lot more than what the typical sloth would eat in the wild. He uses the restroom a few more times than the average. but it's still very
I'm
strategic.
working
He
on
picks
it.
the same spot every time. But if he was to eat in the wild, it could take 30 days for one leaf of spinach to digest. That's how slow his metabolism is. Which is one reason why they have to stay really warm. As y'all can tell, it's warm in this room. His enclosure's warm. And the humidity is to keep their body temperature up so that his metabolism doesn't shut down completely. If they get too cold, it'll shut off. Even though he has a full stomach, if his metabolism shuts down, then he could starve to death pretty much, but he has a full stomach. Good boy. You're a noisy eater this morning, Flash. So they spend most of their time upside down. They give birth upside down. They do everything upside down. Upside down to him is normal if he's looking at us. And his organs and all of his insides, there's sticky pads that they're bored with that keeps everything in place. So as he's moving or staying upside down, things don't shift. If we were upside down for too long, obviously we pretty much would drown because all your fluids and everything goes. But not on a sloth. They have 21 sets of ribs. So he's like an accordion. So I'm just like a big accordion there. He is 3 times stronger than a grown male as far as pulling. Now pushing, he does not have the strength to push away, but he can pull and he can hang on. And he will hang on for dear life, that's for sure. They don't let go for anything. If they are on the ground walking, it is super slow, but they're actually faster swimmers.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And research shows that they can hold their breath up to 40 minutes underwater. If they're swimming, they're trying to get away. It's not like they leisurely like to be in water.
Yeah.
And they're not big water drinkers either. They're not going to come down to the watering hole, get water, and go back because it's just too dangerous. So they have the ability to store all the nutrients in the water from their vegetation to keep them hydrated, as well as their fur, their hair is meant for certain ecosystems to live on them because they don't move, so things can grow. A lot of times if you look in the wild, they're yucky. They're green looking. So they have different ecosystems that can live on them, and nutrients from those ecosystems can actually absorb through their skin as well. So they get nutrients that way too.
Sorry, I'm taking
He is kind of picky, so like if there is a vegetable or something we try and he don't like it, he'll just drop it to the ground. You wouldn't think being an animal that's this spoiled could be picky, but all of our animals can be. And we let him determine when he's full. We'll give him a certain measurement, but sometimes he'll come down to the window. That's what all those marks on the window, it's his nose rubbing across the glass. Letting us know that he's hungry, wanting some more. So typically after they use the bathroom, they eat a lot that next day. And then they slow down when it gets closer to the day of using the restroom.
Give me a second.
Say we're stretching. So how did you guys hear about us?
I saw.
I didn't know what we were doing, so we
something.
pulled in.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
I saw something on Instagram. I was like, oh, that's cool, Sloths. And I looked to pull it up. I was like, oh, that's in Tennessee. We can get there.
How long did it take y'all to get here?
Like 4 hours.
That's
Yeah.
not bad. Not bad. That's cool.
Got an Airbnb over in Reliance. in
Oh,
the
okay.
mountains.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm from just below that.
Oh, okay.
You're not far from here. That's cool. Reliance is really cool.
Yeah.
You can actually get to Reliance from either side of the rivers. We have Hiwassee and Ocoee. We're right in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can follow the river road, cut across. It's really pretty drive.
Yeah.
Well, you guys could have stayed at our Airbnb. You'll have to come back and try out one of our wagons. We have 8 different accommodations, so it's suitable for all kinds. All the way from roughing it glamping up to the luxury of a camel condo.
You're almost done, dude. I don't know what to tell you. He's not even stopping long enough.
He's not even breathing really. He just keep going, ain't you, buddy?
You can't.
They spend 85% of their day sleeping. So when he's done eating, he'll climb back up in there, hang out in his hammock, and won't come back down until about 5 o'clock. Unless it's really warm outside, then we open the outside door so that he can go outside and hang out in the sun.
Yeah.
But because he can't see,
I
his
wouldn't
sense
do
of
that
smell
today.
and his hearing is impeccable.
Oh,
And so if there's a lot of traffic outside, it tends to startle them. And their first instinct is to go high.
yeah.
So they're going to try to climb as high as they can get.
That's it, buddy. That's all I got. All she wrote.
Did you finish, bud?
That's all she wrote. I ain't got no more. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah, you finished it all up, big guy.
That's all they told me to feed you.
You gonna use your cell phone to call for help? You don't know how to use a cell phone. Look at there.
Hi, buddy. How cute are you?
You gonna try to hide, huh? What are you going up there for, big guy? Huh? Good job, buddy. So in the wild, they are very isolated animals. They do not need another sloth around them. They're okay if there is a lot of sloths around them. They just don't pay each other any attention. The only time there's ever an encounter is if they're mating. And then after mom gives birth, which is upside down, the baby will only nurse max up to 2 weeks. And then they're eating foliage from then on. So we're pretty slow, dormant little animals, but really cool.
The eyes are closing.
Yeah.
So they're excellent. As you can tell, he's super quiet when he moves. Most animals, you can hear them if the limbs grabbed or this or that. He can actually come down out of his enclosure and grab onto those ledges, and we don't even hear him coming. And that's meant because he knows that he's in danger anytime he comes near anything. So they're super, super quiet. They can sit still, not move. Look like a knot on a log. Are you gonna close your eyes for the picture?
How'd you get him?
We purchased him actually from the Cookeville farm sale. So in order to have multiple sloths, you have to have a licensing.
Yeah.
So we had gone to a farm sale to supply our petting farm with some sheep and goats when we first started, and we didn't realize, but at the end of that sale, they sell exotic animals. So you can buy camels, sloths, all kinds. Like, there was even flamingos there last year.
That's wild.
So it's just kind of cool that people come in, and you do have to have a licensing for it. Not all of our animals have come from that sale, but a good 75% of them
Yeah.
come from that
So
sale.
cute.
We went out there last year. I went, and they had buffalo out there. I thought, wow, how cool would that be? But then again, we gotta make sure our fences can hold
Oh, yeah.
buffalo.
Yeah.
So we just recently got Marty, our zebra.
Oh, okay.
So he's other than our two little llamas, we got a llama and an alpaca. They're babies that we're bottle feeding right now. Those are our newest members, but we did get Marty, the zebra. And we're hoping to have some experiences with him next year. And then we got Marley, which is the female donkey. And that's just a companion to keep Marty calm.
Yeah.
He said, "Thanks for feeding me. I'm done now."
Yeah, so they're just gonna rest. And take it all in and let it sit there.
So cute.
Do you have a full belly now, big guy? His hair, he was a lot darker, and as he gets older, it's almost like turning gray. But his hair, it just gets blonder and blonder as I notice
That's pretty cool.
as he's getting older. See, he hears. The oldest sloth reported to live was over 40 years old.
Whoa.
And it's hard to do research, especially in the wild, on that, just because of if they come down to use the restroom or something like that, then they're very vulnerable. But in captivity and stuff, research shows an average of 20 years. Hi, do you want some more? Hi. Do you smell that?
Said
Come
I
back
did.
down here and stretch out. Yeah. Is this your favorite? Yeah, is this your favorite? He absolutely loves bananas as well. Look here. And one interesting food that he eats is boiled eggs.
Oh, really?
So he is not a meat eater, obviously. He's not going to hunt.
Yeah.
But we've just seen and shown that he does like boiled eggs, but we don't give it to him all the time. Too much protein because he lives mostly off vegetation. And apples and bananas and pears are some of his favorite fruits that he loves. Papaya as well.
Hi, buddy.
Look, stay down here. They want to see you.
Do you have food?
Yeah, look.
Because only
As you can see, this where his nails come out, it's a bone that goes all the way in. That's why he has that strength he does. It's not like they're just going to tear. You can file sloth nails. They recommend it when they're little bitty because they stay more pointed, but since he climbs, it helps file them himself.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry too much about that. I don't see him sitting still long enough for that. As you can see, his legs are facing forward. He can turn completely around. Two-toed sloths have an extra vertebrae that allows them to be able to spin their back. See his head? Hi, baby.
Whoa.
Hi,
Dude, that's wild.
baby. Yeah. And so when they sleep, they like to sleep on their backs, and they'll put their head between their legs in a ball and just stay in that position. And of course, whether it's in his hammock or in a tree branch in the V of a tree,
Yeah.
they're always hanging on with one.
I know. Look at it.
I got a smile flash.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you got a smile.
What are you doing? You're so cute.
He is pretty much full grown. This is his size. He may get a little heavier as he eats.
Look at him.
Say, I'm not camera shy.
He said, well, you're done feeding me.
Look, do you want another one? You didn't even look. Yeah, you didn't pay attention. Is that your favorite snack in the whole world? You gotta get it.
There you go.
Good job, buddy. So to have a sloth, people think, hey, we can just go out and buy a sloth. It's like going to the pet store. True, yes, you can buy a sloth. The thing is you got to have the proper enclosures for them. So we made sure to have lots of tree branches, made sure it was tall enough because we don't want to put him in a short enclosure where he can't feel like he can escape if he feels threatened.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious he's not threatened, but they still need to have their natural instincts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have his enclosure goes all the way up through our barn into the camel condo, so you get to see him at all times if you're staying above us.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool.
He lives in the living room, don't you, buddy? And say, I come out at nighttime and hang out and talk to you. So we make sure for safety measures as well. That's why we have our net in there. We do supply like buckets of water, stuff like that, just in case. But we also painted the walls and stuff to make it look like he was actually outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't we? Don't we, buddy? And we had just recently come up with the bringing them out here on this tree branch. So it's helped out tremendously keeping them out here for encounters. Say hi, Flash.
Dude, you're so cool.
So what we'll do is we'll open his door and y'all can watch him climb upright because we typically see sloths upside down. They do go upright, but only for climbing, and it's pretty cool to watch him move. You gotta move your big butt. Yeah, you gotta move it over, big guy. Are you ready to go back in? Huh? You just gonna sleep out here today? Yeah, you just gonna sleep out here today? No? I'm trying to open your door, silly. Yeah. So you can go back in your home. Yeah, so we can go see cousin. Yeah, we'll call her cousin. Yeah, come here, baby. You've gotten a little big. He used to be able to just climb over the door, but now he gets stuck in there. Hey, come here. Yeah, come this way. Yeah, you sneaky. Yeah, I see you licking your lips. Come over here. Thank you. No, keep coming. So they can see you climb. Good job, big guy. Yeah, good job. Watch your booty. Keep going. There we go, big guy.
He said, but wait.
Yeah. Where'd the food go? Yeah, I didn't mean to trick you. I was just trying to get the door open. Yeah, they want to see you climb. Show off some of your skills. You gonna come in here? We have a 3-banded armadillo that lives in the floor here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So as long as it's not an animal that he feels threatened by. It was a little nerve-wracking at first because it's noise that he wasn't used to, but he got used to Baku in here. Come here, big guy. Yeah, you gotta come in. Because you're gonna get cold out here. Just because that door gets opened. We don't want you cold, okay? You guys stay warm. Come on.
He said, dang it.
I know, he knows I do this all the time. Say, she did it to me to get me down this morning, too. Yeah, come on. Hi, buddy. Are you going to shake my hand? Are you going to shake my hand? Come on. You going to hang out right there? I don't think you're going to like it. You're moving very slow today. Yeah. You're not gonna go back in? Your hammock's calling you, bud. Yeah, your hammock's calling you, Flash. So are y'all making different stops, or did y'all come down here for your honeymoon?
Honeymoon.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You're thinking about it, ain't you, big guy? Come on, flashers. Look, follow the camera. Yeah, follow the camera.
He said,
You're not
actually,
sure about it, are you, big guy?
changed my mind, actually.
You just gonna hang out in the corner instead? You can, I guess, but just make sure to keep that door closed for you. If that's where you want to be comfy at, big guy. We'll leave your door open.
Just nothing. He's fine where he's at. He's
Yeah. He's usually like ready to go right back in because he'll go straight to his hammock.
Hey, it actually looks cool, buddy. He's done closed his eyes and everything. He's decided that's where he's sleeping.
Yep, so it's fun. I can just hang here and sleep for hours on end. All right, we're going to take y'all and swap over to another building
Okay.
for the next encounter.
Yeah.